the time. Good morning, all. In the previous session, we have discussed regarding the continuous charge distribution. You can see it on the screen. Continuous charge distribution. We have discussed three concepts there: volume charge density, surface charge density, and the line charge density. In generally, it is Q by that parameter. Q divided by, if it is volume charge density, parameter is volume. If it is surface charge density, Q divided by surface area, Q by S. And if it is linear charge density, it is Q by L. This is, we have studied this charge densities rho suffix that particular parameter. And with this, we have seen what is the field expression for volume charge distribution. We have considered one area in that small point M, and P is the observation point where E has to be found out. With that concept, we have seen in the previous class for volume charge distribution, that is charge per unit volume, what is the equation for E? Okay, this is the final equation we get. E is equal to, in terms of the rho V, that is volume charge distribution. And if at all the question is to find in terms of vector form, then this point and this point we already have considered. Take one origin common point, drag the lines, form a triangle. For this triangle, apply the vector addition rule. Then you find the vector form of this field intensity. Till this we have covered in the previous class. So today we are going to discuss regarding the field of a line charge. How many charge densities we have considered? We have seen there are three. One is volume, the other one is surface, the third one is line. So in the previous class, we have seen the field due to this volume charge distribution. Okay, in terms of rho V, we got the E. Now further two concepts you have, those two concepts will deal with, this is over. Okay, this is over. The next two concepts deal with, one is line charge, the other one is surface charge. For line charge, we consider a long wire. What we considered for volume charge? For volume charge, first derivation, what we considered here? Some space, continuous distribution, in that inside some volume we considered with the charge density rho V. This is for volume charge. Similarly, still two more are there, surface charge and linear charge. So now we are going to study linear charge. That is, for this a long wire will be considered. Okay, and similarly for surface charge, a long sheet. Okay, some sheet is considered. Only surface we are interested in, not the volume. Okay, surface charge density with the charge density rho S. Here, as we are considering a long wire, the linear charge density will be rho L. Now we are going to deal with linear charge density, expression for the field intensity E. In short, the title is field due to line charge. Line charge is linear charge density expression, rho L. We make use of rho L expression and we will find electric field intensity. In the previous class, we have made use of, here let me show you, we have made use of rho V, and this is the figure we used, and we have found out the expression for E. The same thing, field due to volume charge be completed. Now we are going to deal with the field due to line charge. And one more concept is there, that is field due to surface charge, or the alternate term in your syllabus it is given, field due to sheet charge, sheet indicating the surface, that is rho S. Okay, let us go for the derivation. Just by looking at the figure, don't get afraid. Let me redraw the figure one more time. We want the field, that is capital E equation for line charge. As I have told you, line charge indicating, here three diagrams I have drawn: linear charge, surface charge, volume charge. This one we are dealing now. So a long wire has to be considered. So what I have done here, if you see the figure, a long wire is kept vertically like this. Okay, some thickness it has got, and if you see under what direction it has been kept, it is Z direction, positive and negative. This is the center point that is representing your origin point of the axis, something like this. Okay, this is your three-dimensional figure wherein we have kept like this. Okay, this is the vertical alignment. Like this we have considered the wire. Okay, and if you see, I have written inside the brackets plus infinity and minus infinity. It indicates that the wire is too long, the length is extending on both sides, positive z axis and negative z axis, towards the infinity. Okay, if this is your center point O, according to this three-dimensional figure, this is your y-axis, this is your z-axis, this is your x-axis. So let me draw it one more time here. This is your y, this axis is z, that is extending towards positive infinity, and this below it is negative z, indicating to it is tending towards negative infinity. A long thick wire, if you see inside the wire, just to show you the continuous distribution, I have marked here all positive signs, all positive, indicating charge distribution is uniform and it is very compact. The distance between the charges is very small compared to the length of the wire. Okay, then next we need to find field capital E. So to find capital E, what I will do, I will take one point here. Okay, taking the point here, which is at a distance of small r from the origin. From the origin towards the P, the direction is like this. Hence, the whatever suffix r, position vector, so unit vector, AR will be in this direction. This is about point P. Now, what are the coordinates of this point? P has got three values, x, y, and z. If the point P is situated on y-axis, right? It is on y-axis. What are the values of x coordinate and z coordinate here at point P? Anybody? Anyone? What are the coordinates of this point P? I want what is the x coordinate of this point P? Do you have any x value here? X is actually this direction. Z is this direction and y is this direction. I have put a point P on y-axis. So what are the points? Somebody has answered. Let's see. 0. X is equal to 0 and y is equal to r. Very good, Misbah. Y is equal to r. Why it is y is equal to r? See, x coordinate is 0 because point is on y-axis. So यहाँ पे x आएगा नहीं, comma. Z direction is this and I have considered a point on y. So again, you don't have any z coordinate. Now, what is the value of y? Just now I have told you the distance between center, origin and the point is r. So this will be r. Y coordinate will be r. I hope you understood this point. Okay, point P location. Then as we have discussed the field equation in the previous session regarding volume charge distribution, I had told you in the previous session that whenever if we want to apply any concept here in electromagnetics, if any continuous distribution is concerned, what we will do, we will take a small part, we will apply the concept to that small part, and if you want to extend that concept to the complete area, you simply integrate the terms, indicating the uniform field distribution is there. So assuming that uniform distribution, we simply extend the concept, extend the whatever concept we have applied by integrating that small concept. So here also for see in the previous session for volume charge, what we did at point M, we took the volume and we calculated what is dE. There the delta changes to D. Okay. And since the charge distribution is uniform, we extended this concept to the complete area by considering the integration over the volume. So small concept applicable to small part, then extend it by integration. Here also, to find the electric field intensity, what we will do, the complete whatever line wire we have taken, we will not consider the complete. We will take a small part of that. We will take a small portion of that wire. We will apply the concept. We will check what is the field there. And then once we get the field here at this point, we will apply the same concept to the throughout length of the wire by integration. Okay. For this, what we will do, let us take a small part. You can see it by the red pen, red color I have marked. This is a small portion indicating the size dz. Overall length is z because it is in z direction, and dz is that small length dz. And assume that we want line charge distribution, line charge field. So rho L is the line charge density of this. And what is the charge? Small value of dz, smaller distance, smaller length dz has a small dq coulombs of the charge. So this is consideration of the small point. Okay. So if I consider that small point, what I will do, this is our point of observation where we want E. And now we have considered a small shaded area of length dz whose charge is dq and it is having the line charge density rho L. Extend this line and again from this point towards point P, assume this is your capital R, some distance vector, and whatever unit vector is associated with that vector, a capital R, it will also be in the same direction. And if you observe, I want for this particular area, I want the field. Due to this area dz, I want the field E. So what will be the direction of the field? As the unit vector is in this direction, so I will just extend it. This will be your, I cannot write capital E directly, as it is a dq and dz, it is de. Small portion of the field due to the small element in small length dl. Okay. And if I take the resolution of vectors into components, how I can write? This field can have, let me take a different color. This field can have two components. One is this, which is in y direction. It is in y direction. So take de suffix y. Okay. This is in y direction. Resolution. This, can anybody tell me what is this distance? What is this vector? De suffix what I should write? This was along y direction, so I have taken de suffix y. What suffix I should use here? Z. Tayyaba, very good. I have to go for DEZ because if you observe this, if I take this horizontal line, it was parallel to y-axis, right? Y-axis is like this, E also in the same direction. So both are parallel to each other. I can replace it. I can simply take the y. Here, if you observe, this is your negative z direction and I have taken the field like this. So it is a parallel to z direction. That's why I have to take it is de suffix z. So I hope you understood the figure. Don't directly look at the figure and get confused. Start from the what all I have done here. You start from there. Let me show you. I started with the line charge, that is one wire. Then I have put this in a coordinate system, rectangle, in space. This is the center. This is the point of observation P. A small portion of the wire is considered. Here I need to find the field. And since unit vector is in this direction, in the same direction, your field will be there. And this is not total field. It is small portion of the field. Resolve the vector into two components, horizontal and vertical. Here it is y direction. So it is DE y. This will be your DE Z. Any other thing I left? This is the distance R, and these are the unit vectors, A capital R and A small r. Okay. I think I left out 2 points. One is theta. Theta is this angle between the considered smaller length dz and the point. Okay, this is theta. And the what are the points of this length dz? It is x, y, z. Since the point is located on z axis, x and y components are 0. Here also see, since the point P is located in y direction, x and z components are 0. जिस कोऑर्डिनेट जिस लाइन पे आप पॉइंट रखोगे सिर्फ वही एक एग्जिस्ट करेगा, बाकी के जो दो रहेंगे दोज विल vanish. So it is y direction, so only y remains. I would have written y here, but since I have taken small r as the distance, I have taken small r. Similarly, if I want to write the point here, since it is in the z direction, x and y components will be 0. And what is the total length? Z. Out of that z, I have to take small z, dz. So this is your small z, z indicating the length. I hope you understood the figure. So let me, with this considered figure, let me go for the derivation. Whatever I have drawn, the same thing is the explanation here. I will read it out. Consider an infinitely long wire carrying uniform charge distribution. Okay, we have to have this uniform distribution. It is indicated here by all these plus signs. Please try to make all the sizes equal and very compact. Don't leave the space in between. And it is having the charge density rho L. And we have kept the wire along z axis, both positive and negative axis, extending from plus infinity and minus infinity. And P is the point on the y axis. See here, P is the point on the y axis at which we need to find the field. Now, it is at a distance r from the origin. At point P, we want the field. It is at a distance small r from the origin. Consider a small length dz of the complete wire which is along the z axis. So we have considered only a small portion. See, your write-up, whatever you have considered, it can go according to your figure. You can just, first to draw the figure. Whatever is there in the figure, simply go on explaining. It should not be reverse. First you by heart the explanation, then you draw the figure. Don't do that. Your figure, whatever figure considerations, the letters you have used, the notations you have used, it should match with your explanation. So it need not be in this sequence only. You can change it. No issues. On your own, you can write. So these are all the considerations. Now the electric field intensity small de due to a small length dz at point P is given by, what is the equation? dE is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dq by r square into AR. We have derived this equation. Let me just show you. E is equal to electric field intensity is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square into AR as the unit vector. This is the general equation. For our considered figure, let us modify the equation. How to modify? We will see. We want a smaller field DE due to a smaller portion DZ, which is at a distance R from the P. So the distance is capital R, not small r. Small r is different. It is from the origin. So don't consider small r. We need capital R. Remember. So your equation will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as it is. Charge is a smaller charge dq. So q will be changed by dq. And small r is the general equation. In our figure, we have taken both small r and capital R. Don't put small r. You will complete your derivation will go wrong. It should be capital R. And unit vector associated with this small r is AR. Unit vector associated with capital R is A suffix capital R. Remember, don't use these terms by small r's. Your complete derivation will go wrong. Or what you can do? Simply take this small r and take this capital R. No issues. If you do that, your derivation will go right. So this is the equation we got. And we have already seen the definitions of line charge concepts. The linear charge density rho L is equal to Q by L. Charge by the parameter. Parameter is the length. Q by L in general. For our smaller element, it is dq by dz. Okay. And what is what I am doing here? Let me just tell you. This is our equation 1. In equation 1, how many unknowns are there? You just check it. One unknown is dq. The other unknown is capital R. The third unknown is the unit vector associated with capital R. These three things are unknown to us. From the figure, we will try to find these three values and we will put this in equation 1. So what we have done now? We have started with dq first. So how to find a dq? From the linear charge density concept, rho L is equal to Q by L, which is dq by dz. Find dq here. dq will be rho L into z. This is your one value. So you put that equation some number. Okay, I have just put the equation as number 2. So 1 is over, dq is over. Then I will go for this capital R, that is position vector. What is capital R? Okay, how to find the capital R? You know these two position points. Use the distance formula and find the distance between this find the distance between these 2 points. How to find out? It is 0. We need from point P minus that. Okay, so it is 0 minus 0. So x component will not be there. Then r minus 0 whole square. What is the distance formula? It is actually square root of these coordinates minus c. For x, it is 0 minus 0 whole square into ax. So ax will not be there. Sorry, I am talking about magnitude. No x will come. Plus r minus 0. R minus 0 whole square plus r minus z whole square. 0 minus z whole square. Excuse me. So square root of first term is 0, second term is r square, third term is z square. So this is your magnitude of r, distance, position vector's magnitude. So I have written it directly here. R is equal to square root of r square plus z square. So this is over and this is over. Now let us find the unit vector associated with r. So how to find the unit vector? It is the vector divided by the denominator, this magnitude. I have written here unit vector is the position vector divided by its magnitude. Now position vector I have written this, you can see it. It is coordinates subtracted. One point is 0, 0 and Z. The other point is 0, R, 0, right? Subtract 0 minus 0 into AX plus R minus 0 into AY plus 0 minus Z into AZ. So this is the vector we get. Okay, this vector we get, first term will vanish. You will be left with R AY minus Z AZ as the vector. This is about the vector, and magnitude just now we have calculated. I will use it as it is. So these are three values we got, unknowns 1, 2 and 3. You simply substitute for all these three unknowns in the equation 1. If you put equation 1, what you will get? D is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. dq is rho L into dz. Then r square, the square root will go. It will be remain only this much, and this is your unit vector. So if you simply rearrange the terms, these are as it is, and denominator, I think I forgot here. Please write that thing. The power is, here it is 1 by 2 and here it is 1. 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. I have missed here. Okay, I have to write this bracket. I missed it. So please correct it. I have to write this here. I missed it. Equation 5 should have that bracket, vector. Okay. After that, now you just assume that I have written this here. Okay, that is your equation 5. If you assume how many components of unit vectors are there, it is out of the three components, x you don't have, y and z components are there. Now let's see what happens to these y and z components. We have kept the line on z axis. Okay, so whatever point we have considered, it is on z axis. And if you see the structure, it is symmetrical. Okay, exactly at the center I have drawn this origin towards this positive infinity and negative infinity. If I assume this as, say, some length L, consider, okay, this will also be having the length L, symmetric. Okay, if it is, say, total length is L, it will be L by 2 and L by 2. So it is symmetrical about the horizontal axis, the way we have kept the wire. So with this, what we can understand is all these are positive sides. These are all the positive sides. These are all the negative sides. If I consider a point here, say I may get some value 2. If I similarly consider at the below point, I will get -2 because of the symmetry and negative direction. So similarly, if I take all the points here, I may get some values 1, 2, 3. On the negative side, I may get -1, -2, -3. So because of the symmetry, whatever positive z values are there, they get cancelled with the negative values of z. That's what I have written here. Out of this equation, equation 5, for every charge on the positive z axis, there is equal charge but in a negative direction in the z axis. Hence, whatever z component of the field exists, it gets cancelled. And only y component remains. That is visible in the figure. If you see, I have written it here, dy and dz. This is your component. It has got one opposite component here. This dez negative. If you consider this as positive, this negative. If you consider this negative, this positive. Somehow this component will get vanish. We don't get z term, the z component. So out of this equation 5, we have ay and az in the equation 5. Z term should go because of the symmetry which we have put the wire on. The wire we have put in symmetric fashion. So the z component of this field gets cancelled. So only this first value will remain, the second value will vanish in equation 5. So if I do that, what I get? Check. dE is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This complete thing is same. Out of this complete bracket, I have written only the first part. The second part is 0 because I don't get the z component of the field because of the symmetry. So this is a smaller value of the field. Now, if I want if I want to extend this concept for complete field, because I have to find the field for complete line of wire. We have started with the smaller portion. We got a smaller field dE. So if I want to extend it to get complete total field, I should go for integration. And integration, what are the limits? The limits for integration will be from minus to plus infinity, because whatever we have considered the wire, it is extending on both sides from positive infinity and negative infinity up to. So because of that, I will take the integration over minus to plus infinity. If I do that, I hope it is looking clear to you. Whatever field we got here, the same thing I have written with the integration. So integration will be minus infinity to plus infinity. The same thing, some rearrangements. R was here, I have written it here. Okay. R divided by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught rho L and this denominator into, why it is dz? Because the length is differential dz. It is with respect to z. We have considered the wire along the z axis. So it is dz, integration over z axis. So the next step is simple integration method. So how to do that integration? I hope you can understand this. I have done some integration by substitution method. This is the equation. What I have done, this is a constant value. I have taken it outside. Rho L is a constant term, uniform distribution. I have taken it out. And R, don't take it out. You keep it inside only because it will be used further. It's okay, no problem. And AY as it is, DZ as it is. Now by substitution method, if I put Z is equal to R tan theta. Why I went for R tan theta only? There is a reason behind it. If I take R tan theta, you will get R square common. 1 plus tan square is x square. So I can substitute the values for that. Okay, 1 by sec is cos. So for cos, I can apply the integration. So for that, I have gone with the integration by substitution method. Substitute R tan theta is equal to Z. What will be dz is equal to? Because